Yeah, my name is Greg Hall. I'm a maintenance engineer at Valor X-Star in Youngstown, Ohio. We are a manufacturer of seamless pipe. So basically, seamless pipe is used for the oil and gas industry, for drilling wells, and also pipe for structural applications. Basically, we will get scrap in, and which is junk metal that really has no more use, and they will bring it in and melt it down in an electric arc furnace. So we turn scrap into basically molten steel. From there, we cast it into a billet form. So that's a solid round bar of steel, and essentially we'll cut it up into pieces, and then we bring it to the pipe mill. So that's the melt shop operation side of it. The pipe mill, we basically turn that solid round billet into a shell, and we have rolling mills here that roll it into pipe. So we make pipe out of scrap, and then we also have finishing facilities on site that'll treat it and thread it, and then we ship it out. A lot of times by train or truck. A lot of our pipe goes down to the Gulf, into the offshore wells, and a lot of it stays here and local and goes into the shale industry, the shale drilling and stuff like that. So I'm a maintenance engineer. I'm basically the engineering support for the maintenance department at the pipe mill. So generally, maintenance job is to keep the equipment running and keep production moving to get product out the door. So generally, I come in at 6:30, and we have a morning meeting to discuss the previous day's production and maintenance issues. From there, we typically get action items, and after that meeting, we go ahead and pursue those. So a lot of times that can be projects, small tasks. So yeah, that's typically there, and then from the meeting, I go back to my office and check my emails, work through that, and then start my projects. I can have projects anywhere from a small design project where I'll design a bracket for a piece of equipment for an electrical component, all the way to like a multi-million-dollar CapEx project where we're replacing a whole section of the mill, and so it can be a vast array of things. Yeah, so a lot of times in maintenance we'll have some kind of failure, and we will look into, as a team, the root cause of that failure. And as a maintenance engineer, you work towards some kind of solution to fix that so it doesn't occur again and reduce that failure. Typically what that entails is, once you brainstorm and find that root cause, you have to put it on paper. So you sketch some things down, get some kind of drawings, and then from there you put it in AutoCAD. Define the specifications for whatever it is that you're designing. And then, my job then is to work with vendors and fabricators, whether it be in-house on the smaller project or source it outside, and they manufacture whatever it is and install. It's not dirty, usually. There is times where you have to get out in the equipment as an engineer, especially in maintenance. You got to go out and take measurements and stuff. You might get a little grease on you, but yeah, overall, as an engineer, you spend more time in the office. I try to get out in the mill at least once a day, and then down day comes weekly. We do our maintenance. We plan a shutdown and do maintenance, and then, that's when you actually implement your tasks and stuff and the projects you're working on. So you'll spend a little bit more time out there. You might get a little bit more dirty, but it's a very safe environment. They make sure that here they have a very good safety policy. So as long as you're following the rules, it's nothing to worry about. So when I was in school, math and science were my favorite subjects, so I always excelled there. I knew that was kind of my thing. And then working through high school, I was at a golf course in maintenance. I did a lot of hands-on work on equipment and stuff, and I always enjoyed kind of troubleshooting and working on things. So between those two, I thought mechanical engineering would be a good path to pursue in college. So yeah, to be an engineer, maintenance engineer here, you need a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. So it's a 4-year degree. It's always a good option to continue your education. I mean, it's definitely looked at positively. You know, Vallourec will help you with these things, you know, financially, and they really do want you to continue on. They also offer a lot of programs here to more or less boost your resume and make you, you know, smarter and better continuously. So I would say probably you need some mechanical aptitude. You need to kind of understand how things work together. That's something that, you know, comes with experience, but that's definitely helpful. So also computer skills. I spent a lot of time doing design and, you know, 3D software, 2D AutoCAD, stuff like that. And then you got your Microsoft Word and Excel, things like that. I think people skills is probably a big part of a job in engineering, and, you know, any kind of management or role similar. You got to be able to deal with people, and people are always going to have different opinions and ways of thinking of things, so work through that is important. The thing I like most about a maintenance engineering position is, especially here, is the vast array of work that you'll do. It's not the same thing day in and day out. There's a lot of, you know, the pipe mill is a very big place. There's a lot of mechanical equipment in there. There's constantly different things going on. So every day you come in, you know, you don't know what you're going to deal with, and that's what makes it interesting. You know, a lot of variety. Probably the most challenging part sometimes is the amount of work I have as far as multiple tasks. So you have to be a very good multitasker. I may have 20 different projects going at once, and you have to keep the ball rolling on all those projects without losing track. You know, you got to prioritize. So whatever's important that day is what you need to be working on a lot of times. But at the same time, you can't lose sight of all your other things. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a great opportunity, especially here at Vallourec. I mean, there's a lot of jobs here and a lot of good jobs. It's probably one of the best places paying-wise in the area to work, and I mean, it's a very good opportunity. I would recommend it for sure to my kids or family members. I think if I could tell myself something back then, it would probably be just work hard and don't give up. Anything's possible, you know, follow your dreams, because with hard work and good work ethic, you can achieve anything.